And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Danny Amendola on the return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, where y'all going?
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
That's fine. Yeah. Oko, over here. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Rodgers with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now this time Rodgers will throw. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Go, go, go. Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rodgers going to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's fine. Yeah.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You got him. You got him. Shake the green. Wide left. Check.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. He leads this one for Howard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, let's go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Let's go, let's go. Red, up.
On first down, Trubisky forced out to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Caught left side by Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Right now, you got 58.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Here's Rodgers. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that now Trubisky lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now. Showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete. Javon Wims, the open man. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Cohen, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now Trubisky on first down. The screen pass here to Cullen. And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Go. Move.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mike Daniels able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Move. You see it?
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Parkey with the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On first down, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's caught outright Amendola. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams as time expires in the first half. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here. It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel. Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more? Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Come on, come on. Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive. They need points. Big time. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. Now Trubisky to throw. Got a man open. It's Wims. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. A give to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Running with Howard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Mike Daniels in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Trubisky. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And Parkey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one sent away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And the Redskins have scored again to extend their advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's third down. Now Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on fourth down. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Reset. Hey, easy.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And Amendola's got it complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And up past the 35. A very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. $34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll begin the drive with Howard. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the ball comes loose. And this is going to be Packer football.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They run with Howard, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's back to throw. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They come out here in the eye. They're trying to punch it in with Howard. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard in the final minute. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2? Back to throw. Incomplete.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room here to run.